Hey guys, I know this isn't a Zoom, but I was kind of in work mode and wanted to go ahead and get this done. And I went through the requests that you guys had for Zoom and for topics to go over, and some of you guys seem to want to know about signing distributors. I know my connection's a little weak. I don't know why I'm sitting in my office next to the router, so if this goes in and out, sorry. So we're going to talk about signing distributors. And for many of you guys, it's going to be the same stuff you've heard the last 3 years, because one tip that I want to make is that I don't do anything different today than I did 3.5 years ago. I literally do the same exact things. I just have a much bigger team now, and I have another baby in the mix, but I work my business the exact same way. So I think sometimes people think, oh, you're an ambassador, you must have this magic secret sauce and you must have these things that work better for you now. And it's just not the case. Many of you guys know my story. I've shared this so many times. The month that I signed the most distributors ever, and it's not a competition, I never will say signing more is better than signing less, but the month that I signed the most people ever, I was the executive rank, and it was my second month in the business. So get out of your head that, I can't sign anybody because I'm not making money yet. Guys, I had had one paycheck the month that I signed 17 distributors, my second month, and that paycheck was $42. It wasn't even enough to cover my auto ship, let alone my husband's auto ship, because I enrolled him too. So there is no reason why you brand new distributors can't be signing several distributors a month. It's all in your head. I honestly think that at my rank as an ambassador, it's a little bit harder for me to sign distributors because I don't have the same passion and excitement. I do, but it's different. At the time where I signed the most people, I was an executive, and brand new in the business, and we were drowning in debt. I was going to have to go back to work, leave my kids. So it was that excitement of, this is going to change my life. Are you coming with me? Because whether this person comes with me or not, I'm going to be at the top of the company. And that passion that I had is absolutely why I am where I am and how I did it so quickly. And that's how I signed so many distributors. So now, at my level, my goals are a little bit different. My goals are to help all of my team get to where I am. So when I'm speaking to potentials, it's more about them. So the passion comes out a little bit differently. And I can't, when I was new and people were saying, are you making a lot of money yet? No, but I'm going to. Well, at my level, I can't exactly say, yeah, we make over $30,000 a month. It's just not believable. It's not relatable. So I feel like some of you guys who are watching that are distributors, executive rubies, you have more of an advantage because you've got that passion. You've got that why, because you haven't arrived yet. You haven't been able to say, well, I bought my dream house. You haven't been able to say, we paid off all of our debt, because you're still in the grind. You're probably, if you're like me, your debt is up here. It's up to your eyeballs. So that is the number one tip that I can give to somebody to sign distributors is your passion and your excitement and being consistent. That is how you're going to get people on your team. People are buying you. Hear me say that again. People are buying you. The company's amazing, okay, but at the end of the day, people are watching you, and it's how you're speaking to them. It's how you're speaking about the company. If you're working a lot of social media, it is absolutely how you're posting. I have all of my team on a list, on a Facebook list, and sometimes I want to punch myself in the head because I will scroll and there's this awesome post that I'm just going to use the name Ashley. I have Ashleys that I love and it just comes to my mind. So let's say Ashley made this awesome post of, let me see, what do I got? Oh my gosh, I love my Fat Fighters. They're amazing. Favorite, best product ever. Okay, sweet. The very next product or post that Ashley makes, oh my God, I hate my life. My bills are due. I have no money. Guys, that is what I'm seeing from some people. And it's like, I want to shake you. No wonder you're not signing anyone. You can't be two different people. Now, when I started, did I want to make a post that said, oh my gosh, if we don't pay our electric bill by Friday, they're going to come turn off our power? Absolutely, because that is the type of situation that we were in. Here were our bills. Here's how much money we were bringing in when I started. However, you've got to make a point to remove the negativity from your highlight reel. Once you join this business, if you decide that you're going to use social media for your business, whether it's the main way or the kind of sort of throwing it in their way, you've got to make the conscious decision that Facebook is going to be your highlight reel. Instagram as well. So that doesn't mean you have to be Susie Sunshine all the time. It just means you've got to remove the negativity. I'll never forget, I got messages from some of my good friends and even family that first month where I was signing all those people that said, what kind of Kool-Aid are you drinking over there? Like, why are you so happy? What, are you making all this money yet? No, the answer was no. But all I did was I stopped posting the crap. That's it. I stopped posting it. And I was just sharing the good stuff, okay? And that's the number one thing I can tell you guys, because some of you guys, you're continuing to post the woe is me, and you're just sharing. Stop using the share button, first of all. Oh my goodness, that's another training topic. But stop sharing people's stuff, because Facebook's going to think you're not important. So anyway, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so depressed today. I have no money, just whatever. I got a flat tire. You've got to start spinning things. Now, this is where I can teach you, okay? You've got to start spinning things. Now, 3 years ago, we're in March. 3 years ago in March, I promoted from Ruby to Double Diamond. So when I started March, guys, it took us so many months to catch up on our bills. So I still, even though, I was signing all these people and promoting, we didn't have all this extra money. We were still busy making sure our account wasn't in the negative. So, we got a flat tire one time. Did it suck? Yeah. Let's just say it's $100. I don't know. I could make a post that said, oh my gosh, my luck, we got a flat tire, but it's a good thing I can go sell 4 wraps and pay for it. I'm so thankful for my side business. That is what you have to start doing. We got when I first joined, I forget which kid, we got a medical bill, and it was several $100s. Now, did I have that kind of money at first? No, and I never ever lie. You should never lie about the money you're making and all of that. However, when the old Amanda, before I joined, would have taken a picture of the bill, oh my gosh, the government sucks, I cannot believe I have to pay this bill, we have insurance, and this is how much I owe, blah, blah, blah. Do you feel me? Instead, I could say, well, because I don't want you to change your personality. My friends and family know I'm just going to tell it like it is. I'm still going to say, I cannot believe that we pay insurance through Michael's job, and I still got a bill this big. But that's okay. I'm going to work really hard, and because I'm going to get this giant promotion this month, I'm going to be able to make payments on this, and it's not going to break the bank. Okay, so I want you to take the time to think about every single post you make. Think about, how is this going to affect my business? What would my team think? What would my future team think? And I even take it a step further. What would Mark and Cindy think? So that's our CEOs, if you don't know. That is how I signed so many distributors in the beginning. It was being consistent, and did I have haters? Yeah. Did I have people commenting on my belly pictures? Oh my gosh, well, of course I did. But you can't allow that to get in your way, okay? Because I knew if I didn't make $500 a month, like, I had 2 choices. $500 a month, go back to work as a cop. There was no plan B, okay? It was A or C. So, okay. So that's kind of the nutshell, right? Take away the negativity. Stop using the share button. Stop posting or sharing these recipes or whatever. I'll touch on that just for a second. But let's say there's this awesome funfetti cupcake recipe from the Tasty or whatever. Y'all know y'all watch all those recipe videos. Do not click the share button and share that video on your news feed. There's nothing worse than going to someone's Facebook profile. You want to see what's going on their page. You scroll it, and it's just all these shared videos. Instead, open up WordSwag, search cupcake, have a cute little picture of a cupcake, and use the words and type funfetti recipe. Because every single one of those videos, guys, if you're talking about recipes, if you click on the link, it will take you to the recipe. Copy and paste it. Make your own new post with your own photo. Man, this recipe looks so good. I can't wait to make it. So I'm not saying not to continue posting the things that interest you, because that's how you're going to sign distributors. You've got to find out what interests you, but do it in a smart manner to grow your business, okay? So that's the next thing. All right, Amanda, so I hear what you're saying. I'm going to take away the negativity. I'm going to be Susie Sunshine, like you said. And how am I going to find these people? This is step 2, okay? When I joined, I probably only had 200 or 300 friends on Facebook. So if you're one of those people, you don't have a lot of friends, cool. It doesn't matter. I was in law enforcement. They told us, I got really all nervous when I didn't want to have all these people following me, whatever. So that's why I chose to go to Instagram. I did not have what I would call a warm market. So if you're going to use Instagram, I'm not going to get all into that. This is not Instagram training, but we have an Instagram training file, you guys. I have spent hours and hours, like, just putting it all out there. It's all in one place for you. go do the Instagram training. If you're going to do Instagram, you have to commit to it like a full-time job. Instagram is not something you can just post on once a day or once a week. It's a very much 6 to 8 times a day, diligent, building relationships. Okay, so this can work for Facebook too, though. The very first thing I want you to do is you've got to figure out your commercial. What makes you, you? What makes Ashley, Ashley, okay? Now, I don't allow distributors to follow me on Instagram. Why? Because it's the same crap I post on Facebook with some little fluff in between there, like some stupid recipe that I don't know why people care about. I'm eating a cupcake, but they do on Instagram. Why? Because Instagram is for my potential. So I post the same stuff on Facebook, but it doesn't matter. If you follow me, you can't post the same stuff I post because your name is not Amanda Pruitt. We don't have the exact same likes. Now, we probably have a lot of similarities if I signed you. Let's take my cousin Kate, for example. Kate loves Disney. I love Disney. If you know, that's one way that we connected because we actually weren't close before we joined this. So that is one thing that makes Amanda Amanda. I love Disney. I go to Disney all the time. If you don't live in Florida and in Orlando and you don't have a Disney pass and you don't go to Disney all the time, you can't really like post about Disney all the time. I guess you can. It's like your dream board or whatever. But so figure out what makes you you. If you're a dude, obviously you're going to have way different interests than I have. So that's what your step one. How to sign distributors. Step one, what makes you you? I literally want you to take a piece of paper and write that down. For me, my list would look like cloth diapers, breastfeeding. Even though I'm not breastfeeding anymore, I breastfed 3 babies. I'm pretty knowledgeable about it. I think it's a wonderful thing. That's an interest of mine. Couponing. That is a huge part of my life. Even still, I love finding a deal. If you follow me on Facebook, you're my friend on Facebook, I still post about awesome deals. That's just part of Amanda. I put on some lipstick because I had to do that a live whatever for an online party, but that's all you get, okay? You don't get my hair down, you don't get foundation, you get some little lip gloss, okay? Hot mess, mom, that's me. That's what makes me me. Now, let's say, Ashley, you are into makeup, you are into running, like 401k type stuff, not 401, what do they call it? 5K, 4K, whatever. Obviously, I'm not a runner, okay? Maybe you're into scrapbooking, you're into wine, you're whatever. So you've got to figure out, pick like 5 things. What are you going to post about? And those are the type of people that you need to be finding and following on Instagram. Or if you're someone who is into, like for me, I'm into like natural products, okay? Maybe I'm going to make sure I go to Whole Foods and I'm going to go really slow and I'm going to listen to people talking and I'm going to blitz people in that type of environment. Maybe you're into fashion. You're going to spend more time at the mall. Do you see where I'm going with this? Because as people are seeing your posts on social media, because even if you're meeting people out blitzing in person, you're still the goal. Every potential I have on Instagram, my goal is to get them to Facebook, okay? Because Facebook is my office. Facebook is where mine is set on friends only. I changed some posts to public, but like that's my world, right? So that is the goal, is to get them there. So whatever that first list, step one, what makes you you, you've got to figure out where can I find people like me? And you've got to start friending them. Those are the people that you reach out to. So for me, those 17 people I signed my first month, I would say 15 or 16 of them were from Instagram. And it was because I was following people with similar interests to me. And when you guys go to your Instagram, I'm not going to get all into Instagram, but if you go to your news feed on Instagram, every post that you see, if you do like 3 big scrolls, every post should be something that interests you. It shouldn't offend you. It shouldn't make you go, oh, or scroll. You should want to double tap the screen and push the like button. If you don't, you need to block that person. A block is not a bad thing. A block is simply like, you're an awesome person. You're not a potential of mine. Block. Okay? So if you're a yellow personality, get out of your head that block button is like a bad thing. It's not. So that's where you need to start looking, because if you're going through, same thing on Facebook, okay? If it's not like your personal friends, if you're going through your Instagram and you are noticing that like, oh, like for me, I don't particularly care for profanity. It's just not my jam, okay? If someone's using all this vulgar profanity, this and that, they're not a potential of mine. Why? Because I don't want to work with them. I don't choose to have them as a coworker and someone that's probably going to end up being really good friends with me because, you know, on our team, we obviously work really close with each other. So anyway, that's what you have to start looking at. Am I following the right people? Because if you're looking and like, so for me, okay, yes, I'm trying to go to the gym, I've been slacking, whatever, I would still not consider myself a gym rat, okay? I hate it. I hate every minute of it, but I like the results. So if I'm seeing like all these fitness buff people on my, like, that's just not my market, okay? I'm more the market of maybe a mom that's going to post them falling off of a treadmill, because that's probably something would happen to me. So I hope you're understanding. You're not going to sign distributors if you are not following people that have similar interests to you, because they're not going to pay attention to your posts either. If I'm following a woman who, wears makeup all the time, has her hair down, is into the latest trends in fashion, I couldn't even tell you what's trendy right now, and has no kids, she's probably not going to enjoy my Instagram newsfeed. So we don't have a connection. There's nothing to connect us because we're strangers. So I know I do a lot of talking about Instagram because that's kind of how I grew, but that, I hope that makes sense. So you need to do some digging first, because if you are working this business like you say you are, and you're not signing four customers and 3 distributors a month. Now look, guys, I don't always sign 4 customers a month, but I always sign at least 3 distributors. So don't be too hard on yourself. I'm better at signing distributors. But if you're not signing at least 3 distributors a month, and you're doing all these things, say Instagram, for example, you are posting 6 to 8 times a day, every single day on Instagram, you're following new people, you're unfollowing, you are doing our training, and you're not signing 3 people a month, I can promise you, you don't have the right followers. And maybe you have 1,000 followers, but guess what? If 500 of them are stores or people that haven't posted in a really long time, it's not doing you any good, okay? I would rather see you have 500 active followers who are similar to you, and you're engaging and you're building friends and building relationships. That is how you're going to grow your business, okay? In social media, I feel like I've kind of touched on the basics. If you haven't done your training, none of this even matters. You've got to do your training. There's nothing worse than signing up a new distributor and they're asking you all these questions and you're like, have you done this? Like, guys, the pinned post on our page is not that much, okay? It's just it's basics. Just like, I've had tons of jobs, okay? I always revert to, like, being a cop. That's like the hardest on the job training ever, right? They would never just throw you from the academy straight to the road, right? Michael and I met working at Spider-Man. That's a ride. Like, we have to push buttons. People's lives are, if someone falls into the ride track, those cars move around pretty fast. If you don't know how to operate that equipment, they're not just going to throw you out there. There's on-the-job training. So same thing in this business. You have to do your training. Okay, so another thing, super, super important. You guys know I live on the Hot Mess Express. I've already talked about that. Like, I'm in my office right now. Like, this is the kind of crap you'll find around my office. Just, like, papers and just stuff. You don't have to be the most organized person. And I find sometimes the greens, those people who want to be organized, you got to just let it go. You got to let it go. You've got to stop telling yourself, this business, we don't have a schedule. We don't have, now look, if you work full time, it's a little bit different, but being your own boss is hard. It's the hardest job ever. Let me plug this up. You do not have to be organized to find success in this. I am proof of that. But there are some things you need to have this. You need to have a hundreds list. When I sat down tonight in my office, I went down my list. If I didn't have these people's names, I would have forgotten. Now, in the beginning, I didn't do that. And I can't tell you how many people I went back through, like, my emails and found people that I messaged 2 years ago. So if you haven't made a hundreds list yet, you know what? I was already basically an ambassador before I actually had a real life hundreds list. It's not too late to go back and find that. Okay, so we're going to work on leaving out the crap. Okay, we're going to work on being more consistent and being excited and passionate, guys. That is what it comes down to. Do people trust you? You could be the most green, intelligent person and be able to spew off the comp plan and spew off how to chart and all these things, but it doesn't matter. If people don't trust that you're going to help show them the way to change their life, they will never sign up with you. And if you're not posting every single day about your products or about your business, they're going to go with the person that is. Plain and simple. I've seen it time and time again. I have signed up people who later on tell me, oh yeah, my sister's a distributor too. And I'm like, why didn't you sign with your sister? Oh, well, she doesn't really do it that much. I've never seen her have a party. I've never, so man, those kind of things blow my mind, and it happens all the time where I'll sign up someone and I'm like, oh yeah, I used to be a customer, and I'll ask them, why didn't you sign up another person you were a customer? Oh, they quit. Oh, they don't really post about it, so I don't think they're really doing it anymore. You guys have got to remember, Think about, let me see, what do I have in here? Okay, think about, here's a good example, Ziploc bags, okay? How many of you guys, if you were to see this, okay, you would call this a Ziploc? I would say most people, I don't like them, most people would say, oh, that's a Ziploc. Actually, this is just a sandwich baggie, a sandwich bag. Ziploc is a brand. Same thing with, what is this? It's a Kleenex. No, it's actually just a tissue. Kleenex is a brand. But does Ziploc not do a great job at advertising? You know, people have them in their homes. You've seen commercials. You've seen billboards. You've seen it in Good Housekeeping magazines. You have seen this is a Ziploc. My point is, when people see it works or something green or whatever, they should immediately think about you. You should be the person that comes to mind. I run into people all the time like, oh, I asked somebody if they knew you and they said yes. Now I realize I'm an ambassador, you know, and I've been in for 3 years, but your personal friends and family should know without hesitation, yes, you are a distributor with It Works Global. Yes, you post about those fat fighter things. She'll probably watch this later, but a girl on our team just signed up. Her name is Jackie. We've been friends for a long time. She joined with her sister, who also joined me. And she came over for some new distributor training, and she was like, yeah, I've been seeing Amanda with those fat fighters for 3 years. She's never once liked or commented on any of my pictures. But she knows there's a product that you take when you eat crappy food because she asked me about it, because she's seen me post about it over and over and over again. Because let's face it, guys, you want to be known as the Ziploc? You want to be known as that crazy rap lady? You have first to be, you've got to be okay with being known as the crazy rap lady. I will tell you, when I joined this, I didn't want to post on Facebook. My very first Facebook post before I went all in said something like, yeah, I've joined It Works. Don't worry, I'm not going to be filling up your newsfeed with a bunch of bellies and stuff. I just need to make some extra money. Who would want to join me? So very quickly I realized if I'm not going to post about my products, who is? It's the same idea, only we don't have magazines to have our advertisements in. We don't have billboards. We don't have commercials. You are it. You are your own walking billboard. If you don't have It Works gear yet, save up your money. Save up your wrap cash or your fast start bonuses. You guys all got, let me see. Oh, my stuff's all moved. You guys all got at least one of these in your kit. You have at least one. Get a hole puncher, stick a hole in it, find a lanyard, find a shoelace, find some string, find some ribbon, whatever you got, tie it around your neck and wear it around your neck. And write on there, ask me, or write your name. Stop giving yourself excuses. Well, I'm broke. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. Neither could I. Neither could anybody, guys. People do not join this business because they have a lot of money, right? So that's the other half of it, is that you've got to be okay with being known as the crazy rap person. If you're too embarrassed to post about it, you might as well quit. Y'all know I just say it like it is. You might as well quit. If I go to your page and I scroll your page, and now I should not see It Works thrown up all over your page. I shouldn't see every post It Works. But if I have to make more than 3 scrolls and I don't see a product, I don't see a drip where you're like, man, I'm so excited. This is my office today. You're not an active distributor. As much as you want to say you are, you're not. And people are not going to join with you because they do not trust that you are all in with your business. You know, I signed 17 people as a new person. Did they think that I knew everything about everything? No, but I told them, look, we're on this team page with this awesome presidential diamond, and she's going to help us learn this. That's all you have to do. If you're new and you're like, well, I don't know everything, how am I going to train somebody? You're not. I am. Your leaders are. This challenge group is. Your team page that you're on, we're going to help you train them. Our team is not like other teams. We are one big family. So, you know, that's another excuse and a lie that you're telling yourself why you're not signing people, because I haven't been in long enough, or I'm not making enough money. These are all excuses, you guys. So you've got to be consistent, you've got to be passionate, and you've got to be posting. Now, let's say, okay, Amanda, I'm going to go to the other end. So that a lot of that was like maybe for our new people, maybe a refresher. But let's say, all right, Amanda, I've been in for almost 3 years with you. I've been listening to you run your mouth all this time. But I've seen you have success. Why not me? Why am I not having success? Why can I not sign a distributor? Well, first of all, because you've told yourself already that you can't, and you won't. And I know that sounds stupid, but there is a book. Actually, let me grab it, because I want all of you guys to get this book. This book right here. You need to read it if you haven't. The Magic of Thinking Big. Your thoughts are so much more powerful than you can ever imagine. And I'm one of those people that would be like, oh, that's whatever, that's baloney. Just like I thought the wraps, there's no way they worked. You need to read this book. It comes on audio book if that's your thing. Get it on Amazon, rent it. You're already thinking, well, I don't have enough money to buy a book. Go to the library. You know, I'm sure there's some PDFs of it on Google. You've got to stop allowing those excuses to come into your head. So first, you've got to tell yourself, I'm a distributor signing machine. And I know that sounds stupid, okay? I know it sounds stupid. You've got to tell yourself, I will sign 3 distributors this month. Then it reverts back to what I talked about in the beginning. I guarantee you, if you are someone who is not signing a distributor and you're doing the right things, you say you are, I'm going to ask you, I go through this all the time. I'm going to ask you, are you working Instagram? Are you working Facebook? Yeah, that's all I do. I do social media. I'm going to go to your Instagram. I'm going to guarantee that you're not posting 6 to 8 photos a day. And if you are, not a single one of them are about a product or about your business. I'm going to scroll your Facebook. It's going to be a whole bunch of stupid shares, some recipes, some cat chasing a pickle, whatever. And I'm going to have to scroll. Well, where's it works? Where's your business? Where, our team trains to drip the business, live the blitz. I always have on my gear. If my post isn't about the business, you're going to see an It Works shirt. You're going to see, like right now, I could make a selfie. Pretend this isn't it. You're going to see my painting that has something in it. You're going to see that my office is green. You're going to see something about my business in posts that I make, always. So I'm going to look for those things on your Facebook, on your Instagram. Maybe you have those things. But listen, guys, here's the reality. Social media does not work for everyone. It doesn't. Now, can it? Absolutely. If you're following the right people, going back to all the stuff I said in the beginning. But if what you're doing right now isn't working, you've got to be willing to do something else. You've got to. So if you are posting 6 to 8 times on Instagram, you are following, you believe you have the right followers, you love the pictures on your feed, you are posting on on Facebook, and it's your highlight reel, and you're not sharing posts, and you're not using hashtags and doing all the stuff that we train you not to do, maybe they look perfect. So I'm going to ask you, when is the last time you put a wrap on someone? And I know that sounds like a stupid question, but you guys, if your answer isn't last month, we have a problem. I mean, can you run this business from just social media? Absolutely. And if you are signing tons of people a month, you're promoting, your checks are what you want them to be, and you're awesome if that's working for you. But I'm talking about, you're saying, Amanda, I'm not signing anybody. Help me out. When is the last time you put a wrap on someone? You need to be honest with yourself. If it wasn't last month and you're not signing anybody, come on, guys, be real with yourself. So when's the last time you had a party? That's where you put wraps on people. You need to be having parties. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I still don't have the warm market to put out a Facebook event, invite all my local friends and family, and throw a wrap party. No one would come. That's my reality. So what do? I offer to host wrap parties for local distributors that I sign. If I sign up somebody and they live within 30 minutes of me, I'm going to be on their butt for the first 30 days. Hey, when can we do your launch? When can we do your launch? Last month, I did a little wrap party, and I had my local team, even people I didn't sign, invite their potentials to come to my house, and I hosted one party. So I could physically be in front of people, because I know if I can speak in front of a crowd and speak about our products, my passion, my excitement, all those things I talked about are going to come out. So no, I haven't wrapped anybody. No, I haven't done any parties. Okay, well, what about vendor events? I'm in the middle of working a 4-day vendor event right now. I worked it last night. My team is working it tomorrow, and then the next day I'm going to go finish it all up. Are vendor events really successful for me personally? Not really. I mean, I might sign a wrap or two. I'll sign a customer or two, but some of my team, they rock vendor events. And that's just another way. You never know. What if one person is going to come up to the table and is going to be the next Ambassador Diamond? It's kind of like having a lake, okay? And you've got you're a fisherman, or maybe the beach. Because have you ever been to the beach before and you see all these poles, PVC pipes stuck in the beach, and they've got all these fishing poles out? That's how you have to think about your business. How many fishing poles do you have out there? And within the water are all the millions and millions of potentials. So one fishing pole, I've got an Instagram. I'm good at that. I love Instagram. I got one there. I got one on Facebook. I'm not posting as much on Facebook as I am on Instagram, but I'm making sure I go live at least once a day or once every other day, set on public, so that I'm boosting my algorithms. I got one fishing pole on wrap parties, trying to launch my new distributors. I got one in vendor events. So that's how you have to think about your business. If what you're doing right now is not producing, if you are not producing, that means you're not doing one of the two things you're paid to do: sign customers, sign distributors. You've got to do something else. So this business is so much about your mental state. So you've got to read that book, The Magic of Thinking Big. You've got to figure out who you are. Okay, that is stage one. Who are you? What are you going to post about? What type of people are you marketing to? That is number one. You need to figure out how you best learn. If you best learn by me sitting here preaching to you, doing videos, you need to get your behind on YouTube and start learning some stuff. If you'd rather read stuff, we've got files for days. eSuite has all these several documents I've never even read. I can read fast. That's not how I learn. So, you need to address the problem, because if you're not signing people, there's a problem. Now, going through fourth quarter, were there a couple slower months where we called it a planting season? Absolutely. Right now, it is not a planting season. You should have signed 3 distributors in March. If you're not brand new, if you've been in, you've done your training, you've been around, every single one of you should have signed 3 distributors in March. That's reality. That's our business. We are in the middle of a boom. And if you didn't, I'm not here to harass you about it. We got to find a solution. We've got to find the problem. So I hope me running my mouth for like half an hour, through all of that, maybe you've already addressed what it is. Maybe you've already figured out, oh, well, I'm following all the wrong people. No one's connecting with me. I'm too busy following people that like makeup and I don't wear makeup. Or I'm not opening my mouth. I'm not messaging people. I'm not asking people. You've got to be, if you are not following up every single day, you will not make a fortune in this business, because the fortune is in the follow-up. Some of these people, you guys, I'm looking at my hundreds list. I remade this hundreds list in August of last year. Some of these people, I have followed up with this girl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Today was the 12th message I have sent this girl following up with her. Am I going to keep following up with her? Yep. Until she blocks me or tells me no or whatever. She keeps having these excuses. Cool. One day she'll sign up. So you've got to be willing to stretch yourself. You've got to be willing to do online parties. Tonight, y'all know I'm not techie. There's a program called SenseShare, which rocks. A lot of people use it. I don't. You should have seen me sitting in my office. I had a timer. My phone was a timer. I was posting on an online launch party I was doing for my new distributor. I was posting on our BOGO team party. Over on this tab, I was trying to keep up with notifications. And behind that, I have my Instagram. If you do work Instagram, you need to get a laptop, because it's so much easier. I was working my Instagram follow-up because I was using Instagram Messenger on my computer, so I could actually type instead of using my thumbs. I was typing, sending my follow-up messages, all of that at one time. You can sign distributors and you can be absolutely successful in this business if you can commit to working 2 hours a day on this. I promise you, you can. Because when I started, in that month that I signed up 17 people, I was home alone with an 8-month-old and a 2-year-old attached to my pump, because Delaney didn't want to nurse anymore. Like, I literally have one of those things that zips up like Madonna. The pump is like on my back, attached to me, like 6 to 8 times a day. So here I am with a 2-year-old and an 8-month-old. She couldn't crawl yet, so she's just here with my phone in my hands. I didn't have a laptop that worked at the time, working my business, and it was hard. But I knew that there was light on the other side. So you guys, address the problem. We're going to figure it out. Get with your upline, okay? There's going to be, between me and you, there's somebody. And if not, then I'm it, okay? You've got a diamond leader. You've got a double diamond, a triple, a presidential. You are part of a team page. First, I want you guys to pretend you're Amanda, okay? You can do it, even you yellows. You got a little fire in you. I want you to, when you get off this video, I want you to go look at your Instagram. What if Amanda was critiquing your Instagram? Are you posting 6 to 8 times a day? Do I see business posts, product posts? Do I see your life? I should be able to look at one screen of your Instagram, and I should be able to immediately know what makes you you. Actually, I'm logged into Instagram on here. Hold on one second. I'm going to go to a profile, to my own profile. Remind me later. No, I don't want to update. And let's see, Amanda, I'm going to go to my feed. I should be able to do this for you. And I should be able to look and see what are you into. So I'm looking at my feed. I see Belle from Disney. I see Cinderella. I see I'm working a vendor event. I can tell that it works just by that. I've got a mug that says, God bless this hot mess, because y'all know that's kind of my hashtag. I see a picture of baby Molly, so I know I'm a mom. I see a picture of downtown Orlando. I see another Disney meme, so, oh cool, this girl must like Disney. I see another baby, and this is without reading the captions, you guys, because Instagram is pictures. I see me and a friend. I see a new bikini. Oh, that's cute. I see like a cop meme, a girl with a gun. It says, husband asked me to sweep the house, and I'm not sure why he's mad, and this girl's holding a gun. I see 60% off. Go check out Children's Place. I see a coupon, a question for dance moms. I see my little puppy. So in that you can kind of get a glimpse into Amanda's world. So can I get that glimpse from you if I go to your Instagram? Now I'm going to go over to your Facebook. So let's see. Let's give Amanda's Facebook a whirl. All right. It's a link to my online party. Okay, cool. Post on my business. I went live, my son playing piano. Why did I do that? Because I want to boost my algorithms. You need to be going live. And my lives actually are not always about the business. I try to make my live videos most of the time not about the business so that I'm getting more traffic to my page. My posts are not always on public. I set my lives on public. Cool, I got a kid, he plays piano. That's cute. Okay, I have a business post, a straight up business post. And I did set that one just so that my potentials can see it. I use my potentials list. I've got a link to buying a shirt to support one of our presidentials. Okay, here's a perfect example. I didn't miss this. I scored my Target beauty boxes. Y'all know I love Target and I love a deal. And once a month they come out with these $7 boxes. Now, you guys know I'm an Ambassador Diamond. Can I afford more than $7 to buy some beauty products? Yeah, but y'all also know I'm a cheapskate and I like to save my money for trips and other stuff in my house. So I was all excited that I got my Target beauty box. I still post the same, you guys, as I did 3 years ago. This is how the video started. I still sign distributors the exact same way. So I'm not going to make all these posts that say, oh my gosh, I make $30,000 a month as an ambassador. That is not relatable. First of all, if someone was my personality, they would be like, no, you don't. Why you got to lie? Because that's what I would think. That's not real life. That is not relatable. What is relatable is, cool, I spent $7 on a Target beauty box. You should go buy yours. Save some money today, okay? A post about greens because I love my products. This is fun. A potential of mine wrote on my wall and said, can you give me that recipe for that cucumber salad you make? How does she know I make cucumber salad? Because I'm obsessed with cucumbers and onions with some sour cream and vinegar. So good. I post about it all the time. She recognized that and wants the recipe. So just like people should recognize, oh, she sells skinny wraps and greens. This chick knows I like my cucumber salad, okay? I posted about BOGO. A couple of posts about BOGO because that's, All right, so I hope you get the gist, okay? I've got my real life. I have got my family. I've got crazy old Amanda stuff. What I don't see any of is negativity, profanity, sharing of other people's stuff. Like there's a meme. Here's a good example. Those memes, this one says, I wake up from a power nap and I'm thinking, what year is it? This guy all covered. That picture was actually some, you know how people share stuff, some company or whatever, I don't know who runs those things, posted this meme. It's really funny. I saw it on my newsfeed. I liked it. So I clicked on the picture. I clicked save photo and I made a new post with that picture versus sharing someone else's thing. Why? Because it looks nice on my newsfeed and I don't want to be sharing other people's stuff. So stop trying to think, oh, I need to be more like Amanda. I need to sign tons of people like Amanda so I can go ambassador too. Don't think like that because I do have my flaws, okay? Not everybody wants to be like Amanda. But you can't post just like me. You got just like the beginning. I hope you guys are hearing me. I've repeated myself 1,000 times. What makes you you? What makes you so awesome? And people will want to join you. Be real, be authentic, be you. And you've got to figure out how to use all of this training and all these things that we're teaching you and spin it into a way that's you. Look at one of the ambassadors in my downline. She takes gorgeous pictures. Everything is perfect. Their house is clean. Everything's perfect. Awesome. Good for her. Those are the kind of people she follows, and those are the people that she signs, right? I cannot all of a sudden one day bust out all these glorious photos of my house being, people will be like, Amanda, why is your house clean? You got people coming over? Yeah, probably. So, and she's an ambassador. I'm an ambassador. We run completely different lives and we run our businesses completely different, yet all the same, because she learned from me, right? It's the same idea. So stop. First of all, you shouldn't be following all these. You can follow me, okay? But you shouldn't be following all these other ambassadors and all these other It Works people, because you're going to get in your own head, especially the ones that post every day when they're signing 10, 15, 20 distributors a day, it feels like. You're going to get in your own way. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I suck. I'm not signing anybody. So you should only be seeing your potentials on your Facebook newsfeed, to be honest with you. I don't even see my own team. Some of my team are my best friends, so I do still have them in my feed because I want to know what's going on in their life. But if I don't really know you, no offense, you're on my team list and I have unfollowed you. And I'm only going to see your posts if I click on my team newsfeed or I physically go to your profile. So you've just got to get out of your own way, guys. And again, don't take it personal and don't be all offended if I called you out and said, well, if you didn't sign 3 distributors last month, there's a problem. Because there is, because you wouldn't be watching this video either live or later unless you wanted to fix the problem. You want to sign more people. So we just need to figure out what's the problem. Maybe everything you're doing is perfect, but you're not using the right verbiage when you're messaging with people. Maybe you're saying things like, let me know, or okay, maybe next week. Maybe you're just being too kind. And I'm very nice to my potentials, but I will for sure send them the Cookie Monster like, hello, and I will literally say, I see that you saw my message. Why are you ignoring me? But that's me. That's Amanda. That's just what I do. So, we've just got to figure out the problem. We've got to figure out the problem and figure out a solution. And that's what we're here for. So, maybe it means you're going to go to your diamond leader and say, hey, can you scroll my Facebook and give me some constructive criticism? Can you look at my Instagram? That's how you're going to fix things and be successful in this business is you're going to fail a lot. A lot, you guys. I think a lot of us ambassadors would say we're professional failures. That because have I gone to parties where nobody's shown up? Have I, had someone schedule a meeting with me and they stand me up? Absolutely, so many times. That's why I schedule them at Starbucks or Target or the Starbucks within the Target so I can just go shopping if they don't show up or walk around. How many times have I done a vendor event and spent $50 and it was a flop and I didn't even get like 2 people interested? All the time, you guys, and people telling me no and people ignoring me, but every no is closer to a yes. Every experience you have is going to be, so one day when you're an ambassador and you can make a video like this, you can tell your team, I've been there, I experienced that. Because there is probably not a single situation or excuse or something you're going through that I haven't been through. I've lost a family member. I've had a death in the family. I have had, just all these different things happen. We had hurricanes here. I've had no power. In the beginning, we ran over our data. I had no Wi-Fi. I had to go to the library to print stuff because we couldn't afford a printer or the ink for it. I've had to go to my mom's house to use her Wi-Fi or to use her laptop so that I could make my product information sheet binder because my computer wasn't working. I've been there. We've done all those things. So you've just got to stop feeding yourself the excuses. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. And I don't mean excuse as like necessarily a negative thing. Sometimes excuses just happen. Like tonight, I could have just gone to bed because why? Because I'm tired. I don't feel well. I literally have a pounding headache that I've had all day. But instead, I said, no, my team asked for some help on signing distributors, so I'm going to sit here for almost an hour and run my mouth and give them some tips to help them because you've got to allow your reason that you joined this to be stronger than that excuse. And my 3 little reasons are asleep right now. And I want to be able to send them all to the school that Keegan's going to. I mean, guys, that school is not, I had no idea how much private school costs, but I want to be able to do those things. So you've got to get out of your own way, okay? I hope I answered some of your questions. I know I talked a lot. It's a lot to watch back. But positivity, consistency, and excitement. Those are the ways you're going to sign distributors. I promise you, if you do all those things, you go back through, you figure out what your problem is, we're going to be able to fix it. We can fix it. There is no reason why every single one of you cannot be diamond, double, triple. There's no reason why. A lot of it, for a lot of you, people that I'm thinking of, that I do know that you work and you're not signing anyone, it's all mental. You need to go read this book. And you need to believe, the problem is you don't believe that you're worthy to be an ambassador. You don't believe that you're worthy to buy a dream home or to get off of food stamps or to not have government assistance insurance. I've had all those things too, okay? So you've got to believe that this business can work for everybody, because it can. Every single ambassador, we don't fit the same body style, or we don't all look the same. We don't all come from the same place. We don't all live in a big town. You know, some of them live in tiny towns. So we're going to figure out the problem, and we're going to fix it as a team, as a family, because at the end of the day, guys, I'm only successful when my team is successful. And it's kind of lonely at the top. I would like to have more of my own people on the ambassador page, so when I make a post, more than one person can like it, you know? So we just have work to do. And this month is going to be the busiest and biggest month in the company's history, no doubt. So we just have work to do. That's it. We have work to do. If you're willing to put in the work to find the problem and start assigning people, there's no reason why every single thing on your dream board can't happen. So last point, I promise I'll let you go. You should have a dream board, no matter how long you have been in. This is my 2017 dream board. I would like to get to Germany this year because I got a team rocking there. You know, we want to spend more time praying. That's a big thing for me. To my children, we started praying before dinner, and now they just know that has to happen. That's it. So, you know, some of this stuff doesn't make sense to anybody else but me. My number is 79. That's the amount of money I want to make every single month. That's giant. That's a big dream. Is it going to happen this year? I don't know. But if I didn't have it on there for me to look at every single day, it's not going to happen. So you've got to have a dream board. You've got to have a vision. Because if you just say, oh, well, I'm going to sign people this month. Are you? How are you going to get there? Do you have your most current chart out? Do you know? Okay, well, I do. I'm going to look at right here. Okay, this is what I'm working on. Well, I'm not going to show you all the people's names because that wouldn't be nice. But this is what I'm working on. You see this? A diamond chart. I have it sitting right here. I know exactly how many empty boxes are on it. And I know exactly where, when I sign a distributor, where they need to go. That's my roadmap. I have it front and center. You should have a chart printed out, whether it's executive, ruby, emerald, diamond, whatever it is. You need to know. You need to have a hundreds list because you need to be able to follow up with people. And you need a game plan. You need a game plan. Maybe you need to set alarms on your phone. Okay, maybe you just need to figure it out. You need to figure out how you're going to work this business. You're going to go figure out what is your commercial. Okay? Whew. I'm going to go get my actual PJs on now. All right, guys. I hope you have a great night. I hope this helped. If it helped, leave a comment. I'll read them a little bit. If you want me to expand on anything I talked about, I'm happy to do this again, maybe tomorrow, and talk specifically on something that maybe you need more clarification on, okay? Have a great night, guys.